Hey, what's up everyone? Evil here with a short correction video to the one I made yesterday about how to effectively collect these Nirvana tarts. Now, yesterday I told you guys to go over the daily dungeon and farm the daily orb dungeon, but after making the video and posting it yesterday, a in-game friend by the name of Rose Lyonhart told me that there's actually a much better dungeon to farm these tarts, and it's actually the Golden Weapon Hunt dungeon. And so it costs 20 energy to run, and so we're gonna go through it together and see how much more effective it is to run this than the previous method that I identified. Now, yesterday I told you guys that collecting these tarts is basically, or farming these tarts is basically a numbers game. The more enemies you're going to encounter doing a dungeon, the better the chance that these are going to drop. And by far, this is the best dungeon that I know as of right now, for the sheer number of enemies that we have in the dungeon itself, which is going to greatly increase the net result of our farming. So before we start, I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at my inventory and show you guys that I have currently one tart to begin with, and then by the end of the video I'm going to sort of tally up or take a look at how many we have collected, and it should be much more than the previous method that I had shown. So already from the beginning you can see that the number of enemies is much greater in this dungeon than the one that I was running before for the stones. So cool. So we already got our first one. There's the second one. So things are looking really good already, and we just started this dungeon. So this is very promising. And I mean, just look at the number of enemies that we are encountering in this dungeon. So yeah, it's gonna be really good. So I'm eager to see how many we come up with at the end. Now the results may vary from person to person, but generally speaking, anything that's better than 3 is a good number. Anything that's better than 1 is actually a great number. So so far we're already doing a great job of farming these. And then they're gonna drop real boxes as well, which is not a whole lot of real in them, but hey, what can you expect? They're free. Alright, so there's just a bunch of enemies here, so I'm just gonna shut up and go through it, and then we can see how many we get at the end. I kind of don't like it when they go through the wall like that. It means their drops can't be picked up. It's a bit annoying. So I believe there are 3 areas to this dungeon, so we just cleared the first one, and already, I mean, our net result is substantially better than the method I had previously. And these guys are really easy to kill. They're one-shot kill for me. Nothing special about my build. Just a straight level 100 with okay. plus 10, Sunrise, and Zunder weapon, so nothing special there. Okay, so another big open area coming up. Oh, looks like I missed one. Only thing annoying about this area is those guys that burrow under the ground. They cause a lot of latency issues, at least for me. And having that crab kind of taunting us doesn't really help either. So I'm gonna try my best to just kind of get rid of the ground guys and collect these as I go along. Okay, so that cleared them out pretty well. Looks like I missed another one, so this little guy all the way back here. Alright, I think that's it. And now we're gonna head into the boss room. There's 2 bosses for this run, and they're not really that hard, but I recommend focusing on one at a time. So those are the 2 bosses. I generally come over to this side. Sometimes they'll get glitched and they will just stand there and let me attack them, kind of like what's happening to that one right there. So I'm gonna take advantage of that and kind of take him out first, since he's just kind of chilling. Okay, And there you have it. So that's the end of this dungeon. Pretty easy, pretty straightforward. So let's check and see how many tarts we have accumulated. So that took me about like 9 minutes, 9 minutes and 16 seconds, as you can see there. And I'm already at 17 tarts. So I've netted myself 16 tarts by running this dungeon. So way better place to farm these tarts, and probably by 2 runs I should have 30, and I can buy the accessories, I can buy all sorts of goodies from the exchange shop. So yeah, thanks again to my friend Rose Lyonhart for pointing this out to me, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and hopefully that you find this helpful. If you do, please hit the subscribe and like button. Really helps support kind of what I do. And yeah, thanks everyone for watching, and this is Evil saying peace.